my darlings, how are you? How are we, my gorgeous Fumi Nation? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you guys are so very welcome. Let me give a couple of announcements before I start. Thank you guys. I'm always emotional and I'm always humbled and I'm always surprised. I was so speechless when we got to 500,000. Couldn't believe it. And now here we are. Fumi Nation is 600,000 strong. I cannot believe it. And I think I'm always going to be honored and amazed and speechless and humbled. I can't wait till we get to 1 million and we keep on growing and growing and growing. Thank you guys. Thank you so very much indeed. I am humbled, constantly humbled and amazed. You guys, I want you to know that it is my channel, but it is absolutely your show. And that's why I do everything that you guys request. I also want to say, guys, thank you again, because our channel, yes, Fumidesaluvold, F.D.V, Fumi Nation, is now verified on YouTube. And I am so I'm just so tickled pink. I'm just like, oh wow, here we are. All right, so today's episode is about Chris Brown. Before I start, I did an episode covering Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show, and Chris Brown had sent out congratulations to Rihanna. And I had put that in there because I just wanted to give a little shout out to Chris Brown and say that we should always try to learn forgiveness, to always know that we all come up short, that Rihanna has forgiven him, he has apologized to her, and it was nice to see that they were moving on. I bring this up because Chloe Bailey announced that she was having a collab video song with Chris Brown, and I did not think anything of it. As a matter of fact, I thought, oh, how sweet. That was it. I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh, how sweet, and I left it at that. Well, Twitter did not feel the same, and they really went after Chloe Bailey. That wasn't there anybody else that she could have collabed with. And it gave me a sense of sadness. I think because I am older and I look at life and I know that, sure as I'm sitting here, myself included, there's not a single one of us, again, that does not fall short, that has not made a mistake, that they have not done something that they've regretted. There's not one of us, not one, that can say my past is squeaky clean. Secondly, which I was surprised, this happened 15, 16, 17 years ago, I think. Can't remember exactly. But Chris Brown was only 17. He was 17 years old. He's in his 30s now. Rihanna, she has a child. She's pregnant with her second. Life has moved on. We have to have empathy for others as we want others to have empathy for us, regardless of what it is. And I say that because you have a lot of guys go to jail for fraud, for this, for that, and yet they are welcomed back with open arms. Like that's not a crime. And I am not taking light of domestic abuse. I am not. What Chris Brown did was bad. The thing here for me is I don't see how we have to constantly punish him for that same one crime. Well, apparently Kiely Williams, is that her name? Yes, Kiely Williams did not feel that way at all. She was like, let him come out with his own record, so genius, so captivating that it makes us all forget he beats women. He can't be so want. So what does he do? He slowly creeps back into the mainstream by getting small nods for features on black women's merit. Black women who are more talented, more worthy, but give him the okay. I'm swatting the effing air. Garbage. She's entitled to her opinion. As I. Again, I am positive that Kiely has fallen short in her past. And a lot of you might say, Fumi, what do you mean falling short? I mean that I'm sure Kiely has done something that all of us, we would raise our eyebrows to. I'm positive. We've all done something that we're embarrassed about, stuff that we regret, and we want to be able to move on. We do not want to be held by that narrative all the time. And so there was a slew of back and forth. And so what happened? Chris Brown came into the chat and he expressed himself and he said, I am so cheesed off by being held by this all these years. I was 17 then. You know what? I disrespectfully kiss my bottom and yada yada yada. And you guys, you really make me sick. I mean, we have Krishan and we have Blueface over there. We have a whole list of white celebrities that have been violent, done this, that, da 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 da. And what? Blueface came into the chat. So here's what I would say about Chris Brown. Chris, I'm with you. I'm with you. I feel for you. And I wish I could give you a big hug, you know, like my little brother. And I know that it hurts you. That's why you lashed out the way that you did. So I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. And your PR team should be able to help you in this. I completely understand why you lashed out. And I completely understand how you lashed out. Because it really was from emotion. But you see, we as human beings, I think that we need to have humility and authenticity. I think when Kiely made that comment, you should have said, Kiely, you're right. I deserve everything thrown at me. Listen to me, listen to me. I deserve everything thrown at me. And where I'm sad and angry and upset about what you said, I see where you are coming because I think I have made a little mistake. Not only should I have apologized to Rihanna, I sure did. But what I did not do and I should have done, I should have apologized to all of you because Rihanna is very much loved. And I think you loved me at one point in time for my talent, for what I stood for, but I disappointed you. So I'm going to say it now. I'm sorry for what I did to Rihanna. I was a silly boy, and I did not know any better. It will always be one of my greatest regrets, and I feel it deeply, because that boy is not the man today. But I want to apologize because I need you to forgive me. Because I want to move on. Because I don't want to be held by that standard anymore. Because I have been held by those chains. And it hurts me. And I know that I hurt Rihanna. And if Rihanna has the time, she can tell you that I apologized. I loved Rihanna. And I respectively keep quiet because she's married with a child. But I'm so proud of the woman that she is. I am so very sorry to all of you to have let you down the way I did. But I was a 17-year-old boy. I was a stupid boy. I was a silly boy. And I've learned by my mistakes. I'm a father today. And I have a daughter. And I don't want her to think that I'm still that same 17-year-old boy. So when you bring it up, please know that it hurts me and I apologize. I want it to be on the record and you think of me, please, and you pray for me. And somewhere along the line, perhaps you can even love me again. It would have been wrapped. I don't even know why I'm not in PR. I just don't know. You know, maybe it's too much work. I don't know. I don't know what your PR team, them, are doing. But if you had said and done that, it calmed down. Because you see, Chris, you have to stay in the humility box until you are brought out. That is all that had to be done. A lot of times, this is what I've learned in life. I'm older, I'm 53, I'm going to be 54 in 2 months. And I've learned in life, because I also have made mistakes. You will never win when you lash out like that. And people need to take time to forget. Because where we have Krishan and Blueface doing whatever they're doing, in that time of 15 years ago, we didn't have Instagram. And the images were shocking. And so when we see the two of you, we remember the images. Now it's a culture. That's the problem. And unfortunately, it works against you. But at that time, we didn't know. We did not know. We just saw the images. And it was so shocking because it was Rihanna, what happened, this, that, you know. And that was the problem. Don't pay any mind to Blueface. He is young. And you see, you called him out. And anything Blueface loves more than anything is anything to keep him relevant. He's your younger brother. Don't mind him. Don't even respond. There's no need to call out anybody else, because everybody's crime and punishment is different. It's unfortunate, but it is. Because it was you and Rihanna. And at that time, there wasn't social media. So when the images came through, we were flabbergasted, to say the very least. But I don't hold you by those standards. I don't. I'm older, and I know that we all do stupid things. And you didn't think it through. And I think you should have gone to anger management and therapy, because when you behave like that, you are lashing out about other things that are bothering you for the inside. I am a huge believer in therapy and communication, because that way everything comes out and you become a better person for it. And so that is what I have to say on this subject, guys. We all fall short. So for you to point fingers, you did this last year, you did this, whatever. Oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. What about you? Quiet as it's kept. What about you? Yeah, you've done one or two things. Your brother, your sister, your mama, your papa, your child, they've done one or two things that you're not exactly too proud of. Let us have humanity. Let us have empathy. Let us try and understand one another. Let's try and forgive. Even if we can't forget, politely keep quiet. It's not necessary. You want to continue blacklisting him all the time? You want to continue bringing this up to him all the time? Mental health is real. And I know, yes, there's been stuff in the blogs about him not liking black women. Black women were not allowed into this, that, or whatever. He doesn't like this or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Until it's actually confirmed as fact. Then we can come up and say, Chris, is this true? The big picture I'm trying to get at is that let's not hold anybody to the stake and fire all the time for something that they did way back then, when you know that you got one or two skeletons in the closet. Yup. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you would want empathy, understanding, and forgiveness too. That's just the point. It was 15 years ago. I know 25 years from now, they're still going to bring it up. It's not right. Rihanna's moved on. She's living her best life. She's one of the richest women in the world. Yup. She has a beauty brand, Fenty. She's got a beautiful son, fine, with another baby on the way. She's happy. And she's lived her life. And it was an unfortunate circumstance. And it won't happen again. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Let's get that popping. And I will see you, my darlings, sooner than later. All of my love. We live, we love. Ooh, do we love the dress? I love the dress. It's gorgeous. Should I get up and show you? Just look. Yes, my darlings, it's gorgeous. The gorgeousness, and it's got this little shebang. Yeah, I live for it. Let me just stand this way so that you can see. And it's got like this zip all the way down. All right, my darlings, I will see you later. Love you, bye.